So the first, like I said, topic of discussion is ESPN's landed in the building today. The Jeremy Shapps of the world, the Teddy Atlases of the world, and they're covering the fight from the inside out. You got reporters on the inside of the MGM Grand. You got reporters on the outside of the Mandalay Bay where Pacquiao will be arriving, and that's notable because Pacquiao and Team Arum have not felt welcome at the MGM Grand. And anyone who has ever experienced coming to a party and you get the double eye, meaning no one wants you there, or whether it's school, whether it's work, that day something is about you. No one wants you totally around. I think that's what's going on, and I think Bob Arum doesn't want Pacquiao with that kind of energy surrounding him, and I can dig it. So they got everything set up at the Mandalay Bay. So if you want to go over there and harass Pac-Man this evening or later on or early in the morning, that's where he'll be, getting that work in, getting prepped for the last few days of workouts. And they got their workout on earlier today so they could get over to California and get their press obligations done and everything. And like I said, when it's said and done, this event has definitely gone through the roof on all cylinders. Every company that has an opportunity to capitalize on it definitely has, especially these second-tier ticket companies who've taken the prices and they've shot them through the roof. So if you've had an opportunity to max out your credit card, this would have been a good event to max it out on and quadruple your money. Notes have gone through social media and some reliable sources, and through the media you're going to get, unreliable sources, and then there are those of us who have inside connections directly with the fight game who get the pure tea ink. Well, the speculations were tickets were going to be as high as $84,000, and needless to say, once you know you can get $84,000 for a seat on the black market, you always have the ability to increase your price once you feel like people will pay anything. Just like people will pay anything pay-per-view. I remember back in the days when pay-per-view was maxed at $50, and that's when Mike Tyson, $44.95, I remember it. That's about as low as a super fight has been that I can recall. I know closed circuit, back in the day, you can get to a big arena, you can get in there for $25, but that's not at home. We're talking about at home. When you're at home, you're going to pay $49.95. Back when Bernard was fighting Trinidad, maybe $44.95. Sugar Shane Mosley, De La Hoya, $44.95. That's about as far back as I can remember, and I will quote myself. It may be more, it may have been less, but I doubt it. I think it's been $50 pretty much from the gate when it comes down to pay-per-view. Well, needless to say, $84,000, you can pay $84,000 on the black market. You can pay more than that. The guesstimated prices that were going out, it went as high as $150. You know why? Because Leonard Ellerby said it himself. Upwards of $200,000. Well, today in ink, facts proven that tickets were going from $4,600 for nosebleeds. That means when you're sitting in the back row, at least you're going to be sitting beside Denzel Washington and Matthew McConaughey, because no one can afford those front row tickets. Because the estimated prices that they have gone for were upward of $361,000. Like I said, if you're in the front rows, you're probably from Abu Dhabi. You're a sheik, and you're probably wearing a veil. Or you're sitting next to Mitt Romney, because these are the people that will be in the front row. Powerful, rich, billionaires. And that will make the fight more decorated than ever, just from the simple fact that the camera can turn anywhere and there's going to be someone of extreme stature in that building. So, needless to say, the fight is not for you who's YouTubing. Because if it were for you, you'd be there and you wouldn't be watching YouTube today. You'd be at the MGM Grand or the Mandalay Bay, whoever you're pulling for. But that's neither here nor there, because the topic of discussion was about those prices and the reason why those prices are there. $500,000. Think about that. One ticket, one price. That's absolutely asinine. But it can happen. That's what happens when you have a fight of this magnitude going down. And I don't mean to use that same old language, but the fight of this magnitude isn't even labeled a fight anymore. This is an event global. And basically, it's going down in the history books as something epic. And like I was speaking to on my post yesterday, when it came down to it, the promotion that HBO put on at last was one of the most spine-tingling television programs that I've seen to date. I watched it 3 times already. It's almost like every time it's like the first time. Like I said, you can watch fight matchups. You can watch, the commentators speak their mind about the past of this event. 5 years ago, this fight would have been great. It would have been bigger. Pacquiao was on steroids. Floyd was ducking. Whatever your topic be, today, ESPN is covering everything from domestic violence to PEDs to, the Cold War. Everything is open season. That's what's going on in Vegas today. They want to make sure that there won't be anything jumping off between those, what we call fanboys. The Pacquiao fans and the Floyd Mayweather fans. So security has been boosted to epic proportions, as if the president's coming into town and the Secret Service is in the building. And it's sad to say that that's one of the main reasons that they decided to make sure that security's on tack and that the prices were unreachable for those who are not quite educated or home trained enough to go. So needless to say, that's one of the main reasons that this opportunity for them to jack the prices up and have justification for it is really on the horizon. So that's all I got today. You continue to watch for further information. There are a lot of other topics, but we'll break that down in the fight world round by round like we always do. And for those who are watching who have not watched my post before, you can go into the channel, subscribe, and go through the repertoire. You can go to the Rolodex and you can see all the good quality fight breakdowns, fight matchups, style matchups. And I do the demonstrations. Well, my twin does the demonstrations. So enjoy that feed. Go out to MasterBoxingLLC.com and check out that entertainment that we got on that website. It's looking thorough, and we also have some serious boxing lesson and training regimens for you to turn and look like a boxer, even if you're not a boxer. So go out there and get some of that good work. You're talking to Eric Bradley, aka the Fight Doctor, and I thank you guys for watching, because you're watching Master Boxing, and this is where we break the fight world down round by round. See you tomorrow. Fight week, May Pack. It's going down. Peace.